good morning and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. First of all, I wanted to tell you I apologize that our lives keep getting interrupted. I'm going to have to try and change the time. I was trying to do it at 5 so that the people overseas could enjoy watching also and it not be so late where they live. But it's just not working out that time for us. So for me and Mary. So I'm going to switch that to a different time, and I'll announce it plenty in advance, and I'll set it up early enough in the week that you can hopefully make plans to join me. And if not, you'll just have to catch it when it airs and watch it. All right, so today I have been doing some meditating outside, and I have some new cards. They're called Sacred Vision Oracle cards, and they're Native American cards. They're very beautiful. They have a lot of rich symbolism, and the thing I like about them the most is that they help us to connect with our own intuition and our own spirituality. Because one of the things that I dislike the most about organized religion all of my life that I've disliked about it was the fact that there was not the ability, like I can read literature like the scriptures and come up with my own interpretations, but it was always like forced for you to believe the traditional ways of things. And that was the thing I just didn't connect with, was the forced, the same basic messages over and over and over again, and never really being able to tap into my own abilities to connect with spirit for myself. So I like these cards because it gives you an opportunity to connect with spirit, even though I'm the one pulling them. And hopefully you have your own cards, or you will get your own cards if that's something you're inclined to do, and you can pull for yourself. Throat chakra. Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, can you please guide this reading, and can you please give us a clear picture today in this Wheel of Clarity layout with these Sacred Vision Oracle cards. All right, Spirit. How did this happen? How did this happen to the collective, Spirit? Can you show me how this happened? How did this happen to the collective? Show us clearly how this happened. How did this happen to the collective, Spirit? I'm getting 3 at once, and I had 3 at once a while ago. Love, observe, and illumination. Love, observe, and illumination. Alright, so we'll just stop with that first of all, and we'll look at these cards. Okay, love. All you need is love. Spirit is saying the way this happened is, how this happened is that all you need is love. Number 8. All you need is love. And then observe. Border control, number 1. And illumination, new hope, number 25. Alright, all you need is love is about rewriting the scary stories that you're telling yourself. Create a new vision of your innate beauty and love what you are. All you need is love. Make your sacred shield from the stars and the phases of the moon, and define your intent. Be yourself, a beautiful new dream created by your night flights, and call in your beloved, your soulmate. Your ceremonial feathers are your wings, and your elk horns are your antenna to the ancestors who love you. Your life is a sacred bundle made up of love and your dreams. You become what you think and dream. If you love all that is, you become the great mystery in all things. If you tell yourself a scary story, the world becomes a chimera clouded from view. Rewrite what you tell yourself as a powerful new vision for sleep at night. Release your dove of peace and let her take your fears out of sight. With new intentions, tie your sacred thoughts to the headdress of your imagined success. You have love so that you may have roses in winter. And this is what the card looks like. All you need is love. Okay? All you need is love. So all we need is love. The reason why this happened is because all we need is love. And then number one, observe. A great teaching is in watching your mind process and do nothing at all. Be a stalker of the mind. Watch thoughts passing by with no judgment or moral concepts. The knack of meditation and the rest of the warrior spirit is to simply watch. For example, to observe this painting, feel the tone of the colors, experience the passion behind the ancient symbols, and move into the spirit from which is sacred or created. Sense the movement of air from the hummingbird's wings and the impeccability of its nature. He is a great warrior beyond compare, as are you. Hummingbirds are extremely territorial, passionately defending their airspace. Medicine bundles are symbols reminding the owner of proper thought and action. As guardians of our airspace, we too must exude passion, grace, and beauty of the hummingbird. So, love, observation, and illumination. See the hummingbird? See how the hummingbird takes something that doesn't even fit or belong and turns it into something beautiful that it can use. Maybe you felt like you didn't fit or you didn't belong in the situation that we're discussing right here. And Spirit's saying, you can still take that. You don't have to discard it. You can simply take it and you can turn it into something that you can observe. You want to observe love and be illuminated, to have new hope. All you need is love and to observe to have this new hope. And this to me is talking about our spirituality and our old belief patterns. We realized all we needed was the love, okay? And we want to observe. So use your faith. Be true to yourself, true to your faith, and allow this faith to give you new hope. See the baby? Somebody might be having a baby, or maybe they have hope to have a baby. And this new hope is enter this world with a birth cry announcing your arrival. Then you enter this world with a birth cry announcing your arrival. Then you spend the rest of your life with questions in search of answers. Where did I come from? Where am I going? Every sunrise illuminates where you've been, where you are, and the infinite possibilities before you. The earth is throbbing like a drum. A baby is born. Joy is born. Liquid melodies linger over the still waters of a pond, echoing the faint voices of women and the Great Mother in unison. Little one, you are blessed in beauty and light. May you be a newborn in many seasons of your life. Visit this deep blue pond often. It represents your emotions. What do you see? Can you name the emotion that pains you? Dive deeply into this phantom reflection and soothe your spirit. Your light is there, just on the other side of the shadow. Speak of it. So, all we need is love, and we need to observe this new hope. So, the reason why this happened is because we have to have love and be able to observe something that brings us new hope. So, maybe what you were involved with before had too many traditions, like I was speaking of a while ago, and it was too confining, too restrictive. It excluded too many things that you love and needed to observe. Okay? So Spirit's saying, you're going to have new hope. All right, Spirit. So that's how this happened. What is being hidden from us, Spirit? Can you tell me what's being hidden from us? What is being hidden? What is being hidden from the collective, Holy Spirit? What is being hidden from the collective? What is being hidden from the collective? Wow. Responsibility, self-worth, and patience. Responsibility, self-worth, and patience. Responsibility is what we keep close to our heart. Self-worth is about gossip. And our patience is about having something greater. So what's being hidden from us is our responsibility, our self-worth, and our patience. All right. What do I do? What do we need to do, Spirit? Let me show you the pictures first. This is responsibility. The hummingbird again. The hummingbird is coming out. Good morning. The hummingbird is coming out strongly in these pictures. This is self-worth. See this person gossiping in this person's ear? There might be some gossip involved in your life right now. And patience, again, the hummingbird, again. The hummingbird is coming out very, very strongly in our message today. All right, so what do we need to do, Spirit, the collective? What does the collective need to do? We need to have harmony and destiny. And harmony is about music and the creation. Sound such as the Big Bang is simply the movement of air equivalent to breathing, an act of giving life, creation. A handmade flute, a rattle with crystals, a sacred pipe and drum, nature's voice expressed through human instruments. Music rings the bells in your heart. It opens you to movement and joy. You are in a transformation through creativity. Find the secret of meditation and inner harmony by being in an alert stillness. Harmony. Okay, and then destiny. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Honored and humbled, we are all entrusted with the human legacy, the opportunity to generate light, peace, love, and beauty in this magnificent Garden of Eden, Mother Earth. Each of us is born with a destiny, a purpose written before we even took our first breath. It is the unique thread that we contribute to the whole of life, but we must always be in a state of becoming. Though we cannot change what we are always changing who we are. We promote our potential into the actual and seek the wisdom of others along the way. Do you have a mentor or teacher? Do you recognize the wealth of lived experience around you? That of the living as well as that of our ancestors? You are never alone. Great Spirit has been with you all along. If you can be anything you desire, what does that look like? What makes your unique light shine the brightest? Find where the wild ones meet the timeless realm of spirit and love from which we are all born. All it takes is pure silence and an open heart. So, what we need to do is to find harmony among ourselves with that around us and to step into our destiny. Okay? Alright, and what is being shown? Spirit, what are you showing us today? What is being shown? What is being shown? Thank you so very much, Spirit. We need to focus. Spirit is saying that it's time to focus. And what we don't see coming is that we're going to be creators. We're going to create, co-create with Spirit. Focus. The tents are rocking. The tents are rocking. Life is a divine dance to the music we hear and make. Fast, erratic drum beats say you to soothing erotic darkness with bells. Stop and listen to the music, not of the ear, but of the heart. The practice of the true musician. How does your heart describe you as its host? Are you a true dreamer whose light shines through the weaving of existence, or are you a magnificent wild horse tethered to a merry-go-round? Be your heart and let it tell you who you are. Waves of music linger and echoes around you. Mount your wild horse and gallop from your heart through the arms and fingers beyond all tethers into the freedom of creation. Heed the eagle's call of the wild. Focus. Okay, my throat chakra is trying to close. Somebody doesn't want to hear. This is your destiny. You have the key to your destiny. Spirit says you have the key to your own destiny. All right, so the way this happened is we realized that all we needed is love and that we needed to observe new hope. And then what is being hidden from us is responsibility, self-worth, and patience. What we need to do is to have harmony and to step into our destiny. And what we're being shown is that we need to focus. And then creation is what's on the bottom of the deck here. Creation. Look at that beautiful picture. Creation. At the center of the universe, the mountain spirits speak, telling you of their ancient memories. You walk around the stones of a sacred fire and you sense the breath of your ancestors in the purple smoke. They wish to transform your doubt and your pain. There is a ceremonial chant loud in your brain, and the dancers, like the sacred dancers of old, are pulling you into ceremony. They are the equivalent of the Great Spirit, here to remind you of the creation of life and death. You open your prayers as the sacred hoop of your life and offer them to the winds of time, caressing the world. A great warrior appears and descends on the mountain pathway to join you. You have made a sacrifice in your life. What is it, he asks? What is your life's greatest truth, and how do you express it? Is your truth held in your path, or is it hidden within the butterflies that softly lead your transformation? These cards are just amazing. All right, Spirit. What are you doing in the virtues in the collective? What virtues are you working on in the collective, Holy Spirit? Thank you so very much. Faith and compassion. Spirit's giving us faith and showing compassion, or allowing us to show compassion, and also giving us peace. We're being given peace. Faith, compassion, and peace. How are you working in our spiritual gifts, Holy Spirit? You're mending hearts. You're opening doorways. You're guiding us. You're showing us truth. And you're helping us to celebrate. And you're giving us an epiphany, an aha moment, a tower, if you will. What angels are helping us in this process, Spirit? Hope. We're being given hope, Spirit says. What else? Blessings. 2 more times, Spirit says. Hope. Blessings. Purity. Purifying ourselves from the things that we need purification from. Like maybe you're purifying yourself from food, alcohol, tobacco, sex. I mean, maybe it's an old religion that's no longer, and giving us courage. Anything that you need to be purified from, and surrender. Surrender, okay? Spirit's going to allow us to surrender. Okay. Can you please show me using this new, these are new cards also, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland. Alright, and he's the same one that makes these other cards. And they're a tarot, but they have extra cards and they also have different meanings. Okay, so this will be a very specific message that I'm being asked to use this deck. Alright, Holy Spirit, how are you working in our homes? How are you working in our homes? Thank you so very much. Giving us clarity of belief. Giving us clarity of belief. See the transformation leading the way? Clarity of belief. This is a sword. This is truth. This is an ace of swords. Spirit is giving us truth. Clarity of belief. How are you working in our lives and in our hearts, Spirit? Spirit says there's an opportunity that's beckoning. There's an opportunity that's beckoning. This is the Four of Cups. Spirit's trying to hand you love, but you're not taking it. You're standing there like you don't trust it, like you don't really want it. Maybe it's something that you don't really want at this stage of life, but Spirit's saying this is what I want you to have. See the planets aligning? So Spirit is giving you a clarity of belief about an opportunity that's calling you. Alright, what's our surprise for today's Holy Spirit? What surprise do you have for the collective today? What surprise do you have for the collective? You're going to seek Alright. This is like a hermit card. This is seeking, being still, being quiet, and praying, meditating, seeking wisdom, okay? We're going to be seekers. We're going to daydream and make decisions. Seven of Cups. We got some choices that we have to choose from. But Spirit says that we are going to have a new love. Love is going to abound. This is an Ace of Cups, and it can include a child, like I was saying a while ago. But first we have to rest and reconsider. And that is a Nine of Wands. Right now we're a little bit defeated. We're defeated. That's why we're not ready to take this love, because right now we need some rest. And Spirit's saying, take you a break, get some rest, and reconsider this before you move forward. It's a big decision. That's your surprise, is that Spirit's not pushing you to do anything right now. Even though you're looking, Spirit's giving you time to consider all your choices before you choose what's right for you. And you can have time before that to reconsider and rest. Alright, what is our role? How are you helping us with our role here, Spirit? You're not letting us give up. We're going to keep working on this like a painter creating a work of art. Like Rembrandt or Michelangelo or any of the great painters. We're going to continue to make dedicated efforts. The Eight of Wands. Moving forward in this. We're going to keep moving forward. Alright. What might be the outcome of these dedicated efforts? I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles, not the Eight of Wands would be fast moving, wouldn't it? The outcome is going to be an open heart. Our heart's finally going to be open. The heart space is going to finally be open. And you're going to find balance in your life. And this heart chakra, it controls a lot of things in life. It can control your blood pressure. It can control your blood work. It can control things like blood poison. cancers, any kind of heart disease. It even has an effect on our minds. It has an effect on your whole body. Your heart is the pump of your body. It's the pump of your life force, your blood, that circulates throughout your entire body. And if your heart is clogged, you're liable to be sick anywhere. It can cause mental, physical, and spiritual illnesses. Spirit, what message do you have for us out of the chakra deck? This is about that self-worth again and abundance. Spirit wants us to work on our solar plexus and our sacral chakras. This self-worth, I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only in the whatever pleases others. I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. When I respect and approve of myself, others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. And I know I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. So, third chakra, solar plexus. Second chakra, abundance, sacral chakra. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. And on the bottom of the deck is the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, our spiritual awareness. When my mind sways negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for what is, and to have courage of my convictions. I continually pursue a clearer understanding of spiritual truths behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I am thinking the truth, and is it having a positive or negative impact on my life? So, we have the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the crown showing up in our reading today. All right, Spirit, what else? What else? What might we need to surrender to see this happen in our lives, Holy Spirit? Surrender to what is. Don't be so stubborn. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Surrender your resentments and don't worry so much. Surrender your worry. Anything else? Let go of ego. Surrender ego. And surrender to receiving support and love. Alright, anything else you want to say, Spirit, before I close this message? Let's get an oracle from the shaman's dream. This is a very shamanistic message, isn't it? Let's get an oracle from Shaman's Dream, shall we? What oracle do you have of Shaman's Dream today, Holy Spirit? What message do you have for the collective out of Shaman's oracle? Can you give me a message for the collective, please, Holy Spirit? Spirit, that's a lot. These have a lot to say for some reason. Alright. There's treasures hidden in the shadows. Spirit says there's treasures hidden in the shadows. But right now you're in a period of gestation. This is like that time when a baby is being formed in its mother's womb before its birth and its presentation to the world. And we're being adapted. We're adapting. We're adapting and we're making a sacred contract. So there's treasures hidden in the shadows. We're in a gestation period of adaptability about this sacred contract. And then on the bottom of the deck is the right use of power. Spirit keeps giving us this message. If you haven't seen the live from yesterday, that message came up over and over. Will-o'-the-wisp, number 62. Will-o'-the-wisp. treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery, and an epiphany. Okay? So we're having an epiphany, and I think it's about our spiritual lives. We're in a gestation period. Look, we got 62, 63, 64. So that's 8, 9, 10. Wow. 7, 8, 9, 10, y'all. 8 is here twice. 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think I've ever gotten to 10. Wow. Okay. So the winter's dream, gestation period, sanctuary, and conscious awareness. All right. And then adaptability, number 64. And these cards have been shuffled. The woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what life offers you. You need to know who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. Life is going to offer you something extraordinary now, and in order to learn and receive its blessings, you must remember that being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. So we need to stay grounded. And then we have a sacred contract. Spirit wants to give us a sacred contract. This is a commitment to the greater good. You are being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement you made with Spirit needs to be renewed or canceled and torn up. Is an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you are unable to sign and seal the deal and commit to it? The reason is that it needs to be evaluated to a sacred, it needs to be elevated rather to a sacred covenant. A covenant must be founded on the truth, not your truth or his truth or her truth, but a greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. The covenant is not about your agenda only. Spirit must be invited to come to the table as guarantor of the good faith of all and to ensure that the direction you are embarking in will be for the greater good. It's important that you understand that you are what you are signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print so as not to commit to something you will soon regret or that will compromise your integrity. Do not hesitate to put all your own cards on the table so that your motives and desires are transparent and nothing is left in darkness. When shadow elements remain hidden, the covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitably fulfilled. So you need to know what you're getting into when it comes to your spirituality. Not take other people's word for what is right for you, but read the fine print. Okay? Because you might sign up for something you did not mean to sign up for. Okay? And then number 8, crown games. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, and right use of power. Spirit is calling you to a position of leadership in your faith. Okay? There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, and most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable, or change or making to change, or will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now, you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is the time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. All right, Spirit. What else, Spirit? I'm going to get us a message out of these today. All right, Spirit. What message do you have for us out of these? Wisdom of the night. Thank you so very much. There's a high priestess of the water that's having some differences. It's complicated, and this person's self-worth is being affected. And Spirit says it's time for you to focus. Time for you to focus. And then High Priestess of Spirit came out with invisible. So maybe you need to be invisible, or you might feel invisible. There might be two women that are having some differences, and one of them is being affected in their self-worth. All right, Spirit. Advice for this High Priestess that's going through this. Thank you so very much. Spirit says, be honest. Honest message and High Priestess of Fire. Be honest. Even though you're passionate, as long as your message is honest, you're going to be okay. And you need to have understanding also. It's what you don't see coming. So it looks like to me that somebody's being attacked because of their honesty. But Spirit wants you to know that what you don't see coming is understanding. Number 43. This is the symbol for deep and true comprehension. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it is another thing to truly understand something. You are being asked to keep an open mind and heart and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. So Spirit is encouraging you to get outside of yourself and to understand that this message that you have, this honest message, is complicated, and the way that it affects people's self-worth. Or maybe somebody's honest message is complicated and it's affecting the way you perceive self-worth. Let's read self-worth. Self-worth. When you draw this symbol, you are asked to consider what value do you place on yourself in life. Do you believe in yourself, or do you behave in a way that tells others you are not worthy? All my children act with self-respect, no matter the circumstances they come from. Self-worth and self-esteem mean that you will not allow yourself to be led into compromising situations. Love yourself, for I love you dearly and want the best for you. Act as though you are worthy of only the best, and you shall have it. Keep your head high. So, you want to have good self-worth. You want to understand that your message and your honesty affects the self-worth of others and how they perceive themselves and how they perceive you. And Spirit wants you to use your power in the right way. Alright, whoever that message may have been for, I hope that was helpful. Trinkets, please, Spirit, for this message. I have a wave, and I knew I was going to pull my lapis because somebody's throat chakra is closing. I have a guitar. I have a cross for Jesus Christ. I have a fairy holding a heart. I have a seahorse. Seahorse is made for life. I have a starfish. I have a teeny tiny little key. I have a very fancy ball. I have a smiley face. Maybe you like to use emojis in your stuff. I have a turtle, a sea turtle. I have a crescent moon with a heart. I have a butterfly, and I have a Pegasus. Trinkets, please, Holy Spirit, from this other bowl. Oh, I have a rocking horse for a baby. I have my Kundalini trinket. I have an angel. I have kind, free, true to your heart, strong, happy, at peace, brave, thankful, and compassionate. I have an anchor. I have a cross. I have that epiphany. Maybe somebody's having an epiphany. You are my sunshine. Believe in love. I have a tower. I have an arrow. I have an elephant with a trunk that's got a heart on the end. I have a feather. I have some cherries. I have some cherries. Maybe you're celibate, or maybe your name is Cherry, or maybe this is going to be a lucky day for you. I have another feather that was hiding, and I have 2 infinity signs. Alright, Spirit, let me move this stuff out of the way, and I'll give you some lucky numbers for this week, okay? Can you give me lucky numbers for this week, Holy Spirit? Lucky numbers for the collective for this week, Holy Spirit. Lucky numbers, please. I have number 11. Number 9. Number 8. Number 9 again. Number 2. One more time. And number 2. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.